Getting full custody of your child can be an uphill battle. Let's take a look at the most commonly accepted grounds for full custody of a child and the evidence you'll need to support your case in court. Child abuse or neglect. One of the most significant grounds for full custody of a child is evidence of abuse or neglect by the other parent. Abuse or neglect can range from physical or emotional harm to failure to provide necessities like food, clothing, and shelter. Documentation such as police reports, medical records, and testimonies from social workers or teachers can be crucial here. Judges give this ground extreme weight because the primary concern is always the child's well-being. Domestic violence. If one parent has a history of violent behavior, it's considered a significant red flag. The court may grant full custody to the non-violent parent to ensure the child's safety. Police reports can be irrefutable evidence. They may contain testimonies from the parties involved, witnesses, and any law enforcement at the scene. Medical records can also offer clear evidence of physical harm. These records provide a complex scientific account for the abuser to argue against in court. Photographs of injuries and medical evaluations can be especially effective when presented in court. Substance abuse. The use of drugs or excessive alcohol by a parent is viewed unfavorably by courts. A parent under the influence is deemed unfit to provide a stable environment for the child. Evidence can include the following: criminal records related to substance abuse, medical records, and testimonies from people who have witnessed the behavior. A court may require the accused parent to undergo drug tests. The judge could award full custody to the non-addicted parent based on the results. Incarceration. If one parent is sentenced to jail for an extended period, the court will likely award full custody to the other parent. Incarceration changes a family's dynamics and a child's daily life. In such cases, joint custody often becomes impractical. It makes full custody a more logical choice. The length of the sentence and the nature of the crime committed are considered when making this decision. Unstable living conditions. Stability is crucial for a child's development. Parents who cannot provide stable living conditions often find themselves at a disadvantage in custody battles. Instability includes the following: unstable housing, financial instability, unemployment, frequent moves, and hazardous living conditions to the child's well-being. Evidence of a stable home may include employment records, housing agreements, or social service reports. Mental health. Parents who suffer from severe mental health issues may be deemed unable to meet a child's emotional and physical needs. But it's essential to note that having a mental health issue does not automatically disqualify a parent. The focus is on how the condition affects their ability to care for the child. Medical records, psychological evaluations, and testimonies from healthcare providers can be used as evidence. Child's preference. The court may consider a child's wishes depending on age and maturity level, but this is rarely the sole determining factor. The court assesses if the child is mature enough to make an informed decision and whether the preference aligns with their best interests. Parental alienation. In some cases, one parent may engage in a deliberate campaign to turn the child against the other parent. This behavior, known as parental alienation, can damage the child's emotional well-being and have a lasting consequence. Courts take this matter seriously as it undermines the child's relationship with one parent and disrupts their emotional balance. Examples of parental alienation could include constantly belittling the other parent in front of the child, restricting communication between the child and the other parent, and lying about the other parent's actions or intentions. A comprehensive account of incidents, text messages, emails, or any other form of communication may be presented as evidence to establish this ground. Relocation and interference with custody orders. One parent may plan to move a significant distance away or even out of the state or country. Doing this could alter the child's life and make joint custody arrangements untenable. The court might consider this a ground for awarding full custody to the non-relocating parent to maintain consistency in the child's life. Also, grounds for full custody may be considered if one parent consistently interferes with the custody arrangements set by the court. Such interference includes not adhering to visitation schedules, withholding the child longer than agreed, and failing to inform the other parent about significant matters relating to the child. Documented instances of interference, communication records, or testimonies from neutral third parties may be required to argue this in court. The labyrinth of legal complexities, from understanding the grounds for full custody of a child to navigating the nuances of visitation law, can be overwhelming. But remember, you don't have to go through it alone. If you're looking for support in your fight for full custody, don't hesitate to contact the experts at Blattner Family Law Group today for a consultation.